Tonight's driver introductions for the 125s and 4 strokes. Starting in the 24th position, driving car number 26, Tyler Martin. Rolling off in the 23rd position, driving car number 04, Sam Borger. Starting in the 22nd position, driving car number 5, Terry Alex. Rolling off in 21st, driving car number 21, Darren Miller. Starting 20th, driving the 11H, Holden Ekman. Starting 19th, piloting car number 7L, Chase Laser. Starting in the 18th position, driving car number 3Y, Zach Young. Starting in the 17th position, driving car number 62, Eddie Nocera. Starting 16th, driving car number 13, Shane Davis. Starting 15th, driving the 57K, Cassidy Michael. Starting 14th, driving car number 25W, Nathan Weidman. Rolling off in the 13th position, driving car number 44X, Alex Lucas. Your top 12 drivers are inverted based on the number 12 inversion pill pull. Starting in the 12th position, driving the number 3H, Zach Hollinger. Inside of row number 6, driving car number 16, Marty Bryan. Starting in the 10th position, driving car number 3, Mike Miller. Starting 9th, driving car number 77G, Isaac Graby. Rolling off in the 8th position, driving car number 24, Logan Road. Starting 7th, the pilot of car number 6, Mike Glass. Starting 6th, driving car number 76, Justin Harrington. Your top 5 starters rolling off in the 5th position, the number 647, Brent Shearer. Starting outside of row number 2 in 4th position, driving car number 19, Matt Fernsler. Starting in the 3rd position, inside of row 2, the number 46, Austin Graby. And on the front row tonight, starting on the outside pole, the number 26C, Mike Cohen. And on the pole, driving car number 3X, Kenny Bushy. "24 cars, 25 laps the distance." For those of you watching on the live stream, we're going to take the short commercial break while the drivers get buckled in. You're watching Featured Time on Race Night at the Clyde here on the National Racing Network.
At 600cc Performance, our roots run deep in CC racing. A leader in fuel injection, dyno tuning, wiring, and diagnostics. With over 15 years of experience in building and tuning, you can count on us to get you to the winner's circle. Whether it is diagnostics, sales, or service, 600cc Performance is your source for everything CC racing. Find out more at 600ccperformance.com.
Keys down, Kevin.
But I'm going to drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
I've taken 25 selfies in the last 10 minutes.
26.
Yep, I'm definitely going to call a ride home.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen that are watching on the live stream. It is time to go racing. Let's head downstairs to Debbie Splain. Deb has the grid walk for us. Deb, who do you have first?
Thanks, Chris. I'm down here with Brent Shear. Brent, we were just joking around back there before we called you guys out here that you're not normally here and you don't plan on being here for the season. You normally run a 410, but you're here for tonight. So how do you feel going into this feature?
It's a big speed adjustment from last night at the Grove, but I'm back here having fun. We had a night off at Lincoln, so we're just having some fun.
All right. Well, thank you and good luck, and thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you. We'll be back in a couple weeks.
I'm going to make my way back here to Cassidy Michael also. So Cassidy, we were also just talking back there before we called you guys out on the track. It's been a little over a year since you've raced, so how does it feel to be back coming into this feature tonight?
I'm excited. You know, it's about time I finally get back out here, see what I can do.
All right, well, thank you and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Back to you, Chris.
Thank you very much, Debbie. Got to say a bunch of big thank yous here, including Marlee Floor Care, Sarah Stoneworks, Kim's Creations, the National Racing Network, Ron Groff Trucking, Kenny Groff Trucking, Clyde Martin Memorial Speedway, and Mike Knappenberger Photos for each putting up $25 in bonuses for the Race Chasing for Drivers and Fans program. Whole lot of money's gone out of that program in the last 4 years. I believe the number's over $45,000, all donated by fans and small businesses to support our racers. You can get your Race Chasing sticker. When you hear that it's from the Race Chasing Sticker Fund, that's from folks like you who stop up to the Kim's Creations novelty stand, buy yourself a sticker. That money goes into the pot. Also, a big thank you to Meshi Motorsports and Olivia Thayer for all the toy donations for the Kids Club, and a lot of toys going out of here tonight on Kids Night. Cars starting to roll off around the Speedway. At the front of the field is that 3X machine. Kenny Bushy from New Cumberland, Pennsylvania. The Skiles Excavating, Cold Creek Angus Heim Electric entry. Can't count out Marty Bryan in the DC Eager Frank Shocks Clifford Racing Engines machine. Marty, the champion in the four-stroke division 1 year ago. Those cars have been very quick. Cliff Bryan Jr. not here tonight. Cliff already with a couple of wins on the season. The 647 machine that Brent Shearer is driving tonight, normally piloted by R.J. Rossi. Brent with a little bit different feel for the race cars compared to RJ. Sometimes you may see a team make a move like that. See that quite frequently with the 3S machine in the 270s. Or excuse me, in the Sportsman division, I should say. The Skias car in the Sportsman, the 88. Jesse Mauer's driven that car. Nick Skias has driven that car this season. Field's getting the signal to double them up, so we are just about ready to roll. We want to thank everybody for joining us here tonight. Central Pennsylvania race fans, you are the best sports fans in the world, and we thank you for your patronage and your attendance. There is nobody we would rather spend a Saturday night with than you. Lights are out. We are ready to go. It is feature time at the Clyde. Bushy and Cohen in row 1. Graby and Fernsler row 2. Shearer and Harrington row 3. Glasson row 4. Graby and Miller row 5. They're in the start box, and we are green. Side by side, they're banging wheels. Big move to the inside by Austin Graby. He tried to go for the race lead. Brent Shearer up to third. He's going to dive inside of Mike Cohen into 3. Contact Shearer up on the back left of Graby. Caution flag is out. Nice job of avoidance by the rest of the field to stay clear of that one. Caution number 1 going to roll on to the racetrack here for the 46 of Austin Graby and the 647 of Brent Shearer. One lap was in the books. Top 4 got across the start-finish line before the caution came out. So it will be a double file restart, but not a reset of the field. The 46 of Graby able to push off. The 647 of Shearer now getting the four-wheeler up behind him. We'll see if that car is going to be able to refire and continue. The contact wasn't very heavy. Graby from Lebanon, Pennsylvania, the Kim's Creation Gym Glass Auto Body entry. Again, only one lap in the books. 3 more big features coming up here tonight. The 270s will roll off next, followed by the Sportsman and the Hyper Racing 600s. If your lucky fan is the one holding the football of the race winner, get them down to the flag stand at the Checkered flag. We'll swing them out real quick to get a picture in victory lane with tonight's race winner. Field going to start to double up. Coming up next will be the 270s. Brock Logeman, you're going to be the recipient of the victory lane photo. For the Sportsman, it's going to be Drew Wyke and John Graham in the 600s. Field's getting ready to go back to green. Everybody's going to continue. Still 24 cars in the race and on the lead lap. Green flag back in the air. Good start to the inside by Kenny Bushy. Oh, big drive off the corner by Mike Cohen. Here's Mike Glass to the inside of 1 and 2. Matt Ferns are going to try to come around to his outside. They head down the backstretch. Justin Harrington going to work now on the 19. 3-4 car battle, a little bit back of that third place duel. Oh, the 3Y goes up on its side. Bicycles and able to keep it in a straight line. We'll head back to look into the battle for third. Justin Harrington inside of Mike Glass going into turn 2. Caution flag is out. Yellow flag. 2-car tangle, turn number 3. The 5 of Terry Ellix and the 62 of Eddie Nocera come to a stop. Eddie Nocera able to push off and get rolling again. Looks like the same should be true for Terry Alex. Have to say a huge thank you to our broadcast presenting sponsor for the 125s and 4-strokes Hot Shoe Racewear. Thank you for your support of the National Racing Network. We can see the comments, so let us know where you're watching from and who you're watching with here on the National Racing Network. Hearing that the lineup is good and they're going to start to get doubled up. Mike Cohen and Kenny Bushy going to make up the front row. Matt Fernsler and Mike Glass in row 2. Row 3 will have Justin Harrington and Mike Miller. Marty Bryan and Alex Lucas in row 4. Isaac Gravy and Logan Rode in row number 5. Lights are out. We're ready to dance again. Green flag back in the air. We are underway. Austin Gravy off into the infield. Big pile up turns 3 and 4. That is a mess. Drivers meeting turn 4. For those of you that are here in attendance tonight, you have company from around the country and around the world enjoying the racing from Lanco's Clyde Martin Memorial Speedway, from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina to Los Angeles, California. Thank you all for tuning in and spending part of your Saturday night with us. Seeing the 13 of Shane Davis, he's able to push off and rejoin. The 7L of Chase Laser as well. Holden Ekman in the 11H. He's going to push off. Looks like a couple of cars are either hooked together or on their side. That's the 44X of Alex Lucas. Eddie Nocera in the 62 pushing off and rolling away. Also, the 26 of Tyler Martin will push back off. The 3 of Mike Miller going to push off as well. Big wing damage for the 25W of Nate Weidman. Looks like that's the 3X of Kenny Bushy heading the wrong way through turns 3 and 4, but he's going to tag in at the back of the field. Looks like it will be the end of the night for Nate Weidman in the 25W. .44X of Alex Lucas is going to be pushed straight out the turn 4 entry gate. That's going to be the end of the night for that machine. Also, the 25W and Nate Weidman going to be out of the race here as well. So they're going to get the lineup squared away here. Positions 2, who was the 3X of Kenny Bushy, all the way back through 23rd. Most of the field had a piece of the action on that one. And for cars like Brent Shearer that had an early issue, Shearer may actually move up significantly because I don't believe he stopped in that incident. So he restarted 24th, and without a lap being completed, he's going to pass about half the field. Since they didn't get a lap in, we will have a single file restart. Tracy Tomlinson checking in on the comments saying she's here at the Clyde and watching on the broadcast. Sorry for the delay. That's an inherent thing with streaming to social media. For those of you that are just joining us, working under the third caution flag of the 125 and four-stroke feature. First one occurred on lap 1 for an incident between Austin Graby and Brent Shearer. Another caution on lap number 3 for an incident between Eddie Nacera and Terry Alex. Then everybody wrecked on the ensuing restart. Only a handful of cars getting through cleanly. So this is one of those where the lineup is basically it's just getting everybody where they need to be. That's the bigger issue. It's not necessarily figuring out who goes where. The field freezes at the yellow. Looks like the lineup is good. At least that's what we're hearing up here in the tower. Field's going to be going back to green this next time by. Mike Cohen going to be the race leader. Matt Farnsler will roll second. Justin Harrington third. Marty Bryan fourth. Logan Road rounds out the top 5. They are in the restart zone. Oh, they're going to bang them up. Cars keep playing bumper cars, but we're going to stay green. Good restart for Mike Cohen. He's going to be your race leader into 1. Call the lead almost a second over Justin Harrington that first time by. Top 4 starting to break away just a little bit. First side-by-side battle on the racetrack will be between the 24 Logan Road and the 3H Zach Hollinger. Hollinger able to hold the spot. Shane Davis comes inside of Logan Road off at 2. Battle for second. Marty Bryan slides up towards the outside wall. Here's Matt Farnsler to the inside of Mike Cohen. New race leader Justin Harrington. He has a second now on Matt Farnsler, but that 19 car is cooking. Seven down, 18 laps to go. Harrington still with a 1 second lead over Farnsler. Marty Bryan falling towards the back of the field. Logan Road dropping as well. Harrington going to be catching lap traffic in the next handful of laps. Farnsler running second, the gap increasing. Mike Cohen runs third. Side-by-side battle between Zach Hollinger and Isaac Graby. That's going to be for a top 5 position. Caution flag on the Speedway. Caution. Car coming to a stop outside of turn number 2. That will be the 21 of Darren Miller. Darren running in the 17th position. At the time, started 21st. This will be a double file restart. Justin Harrington, similar deal to what we saw when he won here a few weeks ago. He got out front, and that car absolutely checked out on the field. But now he's going to have Matt Farnsler to the outside. Farnsler going to be very, very aggressive. Let's head downstairs to Debbie Splain. Deb, who do you have for us pit side?
Thanks, Chris. I'm down here with Alex Lukacs. Alex, that was definitely a big pileup. I know you were stuck in the middle of it. Could you tell us what happened out there?
Yeah, that was a little disappointing. You know, we had to make some changes to our car, and it felt good. Piled up in turns 3 and 4, and just got caught up in it. More damage to our side, and we were leaking oil, I think. Yeah, it sucks, but we'll have to get the car fixed up. Ready for next week.
All right, well, sounds good, and hopefully we'll see you back here next week. Thank you. Back to you, Chris.
Thank you, Debbie. Fields doubled up, ready to go. Harrington got a great start. Fernsler cuts off Mike Cohen as he tried to get down to the inside. That's going to let Isaac Gravy, in the 77, try to make a move on Cohen. Top 5 gets single file down the back straightaway. Mike Glass going to bring Marty Bryan inside of Mike Miller. That's going to be the battle for the 10th position. Glass charging through the field, tried to get inside of Brent Shearer. They're going to be 3 wide off the corner. Miller to the inside. Glass up the middle. Oh, big piece of debris. That's a bumper in turn 4. Not sure which car lost the bumper, but that's going to be the end of the night for that machine. I don't think they're going to let you run without the rear bumper attached. Yeah, that bumper's off the 57K of Cassidy Michael. That car lost the back bumper, and with only the fuel cell there, that's about as big of a safety hazard as you can get with one of these micros, is the exposed fuel tank out the back. So Cassidy, unfortunately, will see her night end early and head off the racetrack. Fifth caution of the race occurring here on lap number 12. Going to be the halfway point next green flag lap past the start finish line. Justin Harrington, the race leader. He's led most of it. Started in the 6th position, very aggressive on the initial start of the race. Seeing some viewers checking in from Maple Shade, New Jersey, and Somerset, Pennsylvania. We had the pleasure of shooting out there at Jennerstown Speedway on the 4th of July. What a fantastic part of the world that is. Fields doubled up. We are ready to go back to green. It's actually going to be lap 16, 13 to go now. Holden Ekman slides high in the 11H. Logan Road doesn't get going. Oh, big flip for Eddie Nocera down the front straightaway. Caution flag is out. Didn't get a lap under green once again. There we go. Now we see the lap counter resetting. We're back to lap 12. Going to be a single file restart since they didn't get a lap in the books. Out of the race currently in 24th position, the 46 of Austin Graby. 25W and Nate Weidman will finish in the 23rd position. 22nd to the 44X of Alex Lucas. 21st will be the 21 of Darren Miller. The 3Y is Zachary Young off the racetrack. He is parked in the infield. Also, the 62 of Eddie Nocera will be out of the race as well. Still just shy of the halfway point here. Eddie Nacera going to finish in the 18th position. Cassidy Michael 19th. Zachary Young 20th. So we're down to 7 cars remaining in the field. The 3X of Kenny Bushy being scored 1 lap down. Or at least that's what timing and scoring is showing us right now. Lineup's ready to roll. We're going green. How about this, folks? Brent Shearer, 24th to 6th in just a handful of laps. He did benefit from a couple of big cautions, but keep your eye on that 647 machine. Green flag out. We are rolling again. Good start for Justin Harrington. Oh, Shane Davis almost got it up into the outside wall. Here's Isaac Graby looking to the inside of Mike Cohen down the backstretch and into turn number 3. Not close enough to force the issue. Shearer to the inside of Shane Davis down the front stretch. Brent Shearer comes around the 13 of Shane Davis. He's going to be up to the 5th position, and he's going to go to work on Isaac Graby. Keep your eye on Marty Bryan. High, wide, and handsome off of turn number 2. Ripping the lip all the way around this place. Marty gaining ground quickly. 15 down, 10 laps remaining. Justin Harrington is checked out. He has a 1.1 second lead over Matt Fernsler. It's another 1.5 seconds back to Mike Cohen in 3rd. Bryan comes around. Oh, Mike Miller slow into the outside wall. How did Marty Bryan not hit him going into the corner? What a quick reaction by the driver, the 16, as Mike Miller comes to a stop against the outside retaining wall. Safety crew going to get out there to Mike Miller, see if they can figure out what the issue is going to be on that one. Mike Miller going to get the push off the racetrack. His night will be done. Miller will finish in the 17th position. He was running 8th at the time. Pretty solid night for the veteran driver. Going to be single file restarts the rest of the way. This is caution number 7 on the race course. Down to 9 laps to go. Coming up after this will be the 270 feature. Fields making their way down the back straightaway. Harrington gets away cleanly. Fernsler and Cohen are going to stay right on the back bumper as they head off of turn 4. Bryan looks to the inside. Marty Bryan, Zach Hollinger are going to do battle down the front straightaway and into turns 1 and 2. That battle will settle down just a little bit. Here's Mike Glass looking to the inside of Shane Davis. He's going to try to bring Hollinger with him. Glass gets the pass completed clean. Hollinger slides inside. Brent Shearer, he's up to 3rd. Isaac Graby, Mike Cohen going to bang wheels just a little bit. Maybe a little right side romance from the 77. We're going to be down to 5 laps to go this time by. Justin Harrington had a 1 second lead the last time passed. Still going to be just under 1.1. Brent Shearer another second back. Might have trouble on the 26 machine. He is dropping like a rock. Holden Ekman just coming past. Shane Davis now going to look to the inside. Lap traffic may not come into play here late either. 3 laps to go this time by. The lead's up to 1.2 seconds and another 0.8 back to Brent Shearer in 3rd. 2 to go. Trouble for Mike Glass. He pulls off down the back straightaway. Comes to a stop. Glass will finish in the 16th position. He was running 5th at the time. White flag is out. 1 lap remaining for Justin Harrington. Race leader down the back straightaway and into turns 3 and 4. Make it win number 2 on the season for Justin Harrington. Matt Fernsler going to come home 2nd. Brent Shearer 3rd. Isaac Gravy 4th. Zach Hollinger will round out your top 5. Win number 2 on the season for Justin Harrington. Justin, once you got out front, this thing looked really, really quick.
Yeah, I knew once they dropped the green, we had a good race car. I just needed to sort through them guys there, get a couple of good starts, and, everybody was racing clean there up front. Good racing, good hard racing. But, I felt like we were running away with it there, and then at the end, the last, 5 or 6 laps, I started getting slower. I think there's a crack in my pipe. The motor started getting a little bit louder. But, I can't thank everybody. Alfred and Sam's Italian Bakery, Clay Realty, bought some tires this week. My dad, Brent's here tonight running with us. Zach's running our other car. It's just a great night.
All in all, you had a pretty good look at that carnage that happened in front of you in turn 4 a little bit. Did that really affect how things were going to play out with so many good cars involved?
I don't think so. I think we were still going to be the car to beat tonight. Luckily, I was on my toes on that restart that I didn't get tangled up in it because there was a very good chance I could have. We just lucked out, and, that's that.
All right, congratulations, Justin Harrington, winner of the 125 4-stroke feature. Justin, we're going to get you to pull the 50-50. If you had Justin Harrington on your football, make sure you come down and get the victory lane photo as well. $326 for tonight's 50-50 ticket winner. Blue tickets, 228-3624. Blue ticket, 228-3624. Find the ladies right behind the tower, $326 in tonight's 50-50. We're going to pass the mic back off to Debbie Splain here. She's going to get ready for the grid walk, but it's got to happen outside of turn 4.
I'm going to start off here with TJ Grieve. TJ, you've had some pretty good runs going. Did not qualify or did not finish last week. Going into this week, how do you feel?
We've been having some gremlins and some bad luck, but we feel pretty good tonight. We got a lot of fast cars in front of us, and we'll see what happens. I just like to have a good finish and keep the car in one piece.
All right, thank you, and good luck tonight.
All right, thank you.
And I'm going to move over here real quick to Pete Skias. Pete Skias, 24th to 3rd last week. Pretty good run. How do you feel going into tonight?
I feel pretty good. We have a good race car again tonight. Hopefully we can get it done again.
All right, thank you and good luck.
Thank you.
Back to you, Chris.
Thank you, Debbie. Pete Skias, and that number 55 machine was on rails 1 week ago. Basically just ran out of time to catch winner Mike Rutherford. Feature race pushing off now. Let's get you the starting lineup here. 5 was the inversion pill. So the top 5 are going to be inverted. Making up row number 12. Inside, starting 23rd, the 8S of Mike Skias. And on the outside, the 22 of Clinton Hauser. Row number 11, inside in position 21, the 1L, Dave Labe. And on the outside, starting 22nd, the 76X of Aiden Svanda. Row number 10, inside, position number 19, the 5R of Jesse Maurer, and on the outside, the 88D of Andrew Dietrich will roll off in the 20th position. Row number 9, on the inside, starting 17th, is going to be the 87 of Austin Graby, and on the outside, the 49W of Johnny West. Row 8, inside, position number 15, will be car number 34, driven by Christy Swigert, and on the outside, starting 16th, the 8Z of Nate Gibble. Row number 7, starting in the 13th position on the inside, will be the 63 of Tajay Adams and the 48 of Jonah Meck. Row number 6, the 55 of the aforementioned Pete Skias, and on the outside, starting 12th, the 2 of Mike Miller. Row number 10, on the inside, the 29J of Danny Lane Jr., and his outside, the Hartley Hurricane, TJ Grieve, in car number 3. Starting in the 4th row, on the inside, position number 7 will be the 3S of Nick Skias, and on the outside, in the 8th position, the 92 with Jason Swavely. Row 3, starting in the 5th position, will be the 82 of Heath Hanley, and rolling off in 6th, the 19A of Bradley Brown. Row number 2, starting in the 4th position, will be the 4K of Trent Eberhardt, and on the inside, the 5A of Anthony Yerger. And on the front row, on the outside, the winner 1 week ago, driving car number 5K, Mike Rutherford. And starting on the pole, driving car number 11, Mike Urich. We are just about ready to go racing here. Field's getting the call to double them up. 24 cars, 25 laps the distance. Lights are out. We are ready to go green. Who's it going to be, folks? The Mike and Mike show on the front row. Anthony Yerger in the 5A. That car has been fantastic all season long. Green flag in the air. We are underway. Everybody clean off a turn 4. Drag race into 1. Rutherford up high. Big flip down the front straightaway. Caution, flag is out. We're not going to get a lap in the books. That's going to be Jonah Meck in the number 48 machine. A lot of fluid coming out of the side of that machine. Looked like just a little bit of a tip over for Jonah Meck. He's able to refire and continue, but he'll have to tag in at the back of the field. Going to be a complete restart the rest of the way. Still 25 laps to go. Caution flag number 1 comes out before 1 lap is in the books. Track crew getting the field to run through the inside lane anyway, to run through some of that fluid, get it dispersed. Mike Urich got a good start that time. Mike Rutherford had it wind up around the outside. Wasn't able to attempt the pass down the back straightaway before the caution flag came out. Keep your eye on the 82 with Heath Hanley. That car has been quick, but has not had the results that they've been looking for this season. Field into the start zone. Green flag back in the air. We're underway again. Little bit of a bobble for Christy Swagger. Oh, big contact. We're going to wad him up again in turn 4. Caution flag is out. Drivers meeting, turn 4. This time the 8Z. That's Nate Gibble. The 2 of Mike Miller and the 87 of Austin Gravy, all involved in this one. Again, caution number 2 flying with no laps in the books. Those cars were running at least generally towards the front of the field. Also the 49 coming to a stop down there as well. That's Johnny West, the 49W. Looks like the 87 will have to go on the hook, so that's going to be the end of the night for Austin Gravy. 49W Johnny West on the hook as well. Mike Miller is in front of one of the four-wheelers. He's going to get pushed off. However, the 8Z and 8 Gibble also looks to be on the hook. We will have our first retirements from the race before we get a lap in the books. All 3 cars that required a tow are going to make their way off the speedway once the field comes past. So again, it's going to be a complete restart. This is I believe, a 3rd and final attempt at a double wide restart. Field has gotten the signal to double up. If they can't get a lap in yet, I believe it goes to a single file restart. Lineup looks good. We are ready to roll. Mike Urich still going to be your pole sitter. Mike Rutherford still to his outside. Green flag in the air. We are underway. Urich going to hold on to the lead off the corner. 3 wide down the front straightaway. Christy Swigert. Caution flag. Trouble for the 22. Clinton Hauser started in the 24th position. He has trouble. Another car involved as well. 34, Christy Swigert involved in that one as well. And 3 strikes, you're out. Single file, race start. So Clinton Hauser making his way towards the infield. He is behind the push truck. We'll see if he's going to be able to get that car rolling again, or if that'll be the end of the night. Christy Swigert also behind the four-wheeler. Looks like the gate's open. And again, no 2-minute clock this season, so any cars that were involved in prior issues, if they were able to repair, could come back out onto the racetrack. But there is not a guaranteed 2-minute work clock. And because this is going to be a single file start, not a whole lot of time to work on the race car for Clinton Hauser or Christy Swigert. Swigert able to get refired. She'll tag in at the back of the field. Lights are out. We're ready to go green. Still 25 laps on the scoreboard. Already 8 minutes into the clock. Green flags in the air. We are underway. Urich able to get a nice jump, but Rutherford's right on the tail tag as they go into one. Rutherford up high. Urich runs down low. Oh, Rutherford thought about making the big dive bomb into 3 and 4. He wisely backs out of it. Discretion, the better part of valor. He'll hold on to second. Anthony Yerger now looks inside of Rutherford as they make their way into turns 3 and 4. Not close enough. Trent Eberhardt going to battle with Bradley Brown and Jason Swavely a little bit further back in the pack. Swavely gets around both. He's high, wide, and handsome in 3 and 4, going after Nick Skias. 3 laps in the books. Top 5 all single file. Urich, Rutherford, Yerger, Hanley, and Skias. Bradley Brown trying to make that high line work. Not gaining as much ground. Pete Skias working inside of Bradley through turns 3 and 4. Still not close enough for Skias to attempt the pass. Old Danny Lane had the big time get on the binders. He got right up on the back bumper of the 55. We'll stick with that battle right there. Skias inside, Bradley Brown outside. They've been side by side for a handful of laps now. Trent Eberhardt running down low just in front of those two. 7 laps on the scoreboard. Half a second lead at the front of the field for Mike Urich. Race leader just about to catch traffic. Mike Rutherford starting to close in. He cut a couple of hundredths out of the gap the last time by. He's going to do it again this time. He cut a whole 10th out. Oh, the one L of Dave Labe got into the outside wall right in front of the race leader. Urich slides in front of him. Rutherford gets down to the inside, but he is right on the back bumper. Race for the lead heads into turn number 3, and it's less than a car length this time. Rutherford all over the tail tank of Mike Urich. Going to be halfway coming this time by. next time by. Urich, Rutherford, they're falling in behind Christy Swigert to put her a lap down. Caution flag is out. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Trouble for Jonah Meck in the 48 in turn 3. Jonah Meck brings out the caution for the second time in this race. So he's going to be on strike 2. One more incident for the 48. That'll be the end of the night, but it looks like that's going to be the story anyway. Jonah Meck heads for the infield. Looks like he's hoping to get outside the racetrack. I don't know that they're going to open up the gates for him just yet, though. 12 laps down, 13 laps to go. So the next green flag lap will be the halfway point. Mike Urich has led every lap here, but Mike Rutherford has not gone away quietly. And now the multiple-time champ is going to start to the outside of the 11. Anthony Yerger and Heath Hanley will make up row number 2. Two of the hardest chargers in the business in Jason Swavely and Nick Skias in row 3. You don't want to miss this one, folks. Bradley Brown's going to start outside of row 4. We got some guys that love to rip the lip, and they are going to get a chance to do it. Urich leads them down. Good restart throughout the field. Rutherford looks to the inside. Oh, he bobbled just a little bit. Hanley's outside. 3 wide and turns 1 and 2 for second. Rutherford able to hold on to the spot, but Hanley's going to jump up to third. He's going to come around to Anthony Yerger. Here comes Nick Skias. Bradley Brown, Jason Swavely battling with the 5. Oh, trouble for the 11. He slows. Urich slows down the back straightaway. Mike Rutherford going to be your new race leader. Heath Hanley looks all over the back bumper of the 11. Here comes Nick Skias. Hanley slides up the racetrack, cuts off the advancement of the 3S. Skias going to dive inside. We'll see if he's going to try the slider. Not close enough. Rutherford not running away with it, though. Here's Bradley Brown. Big hit. Bradley Brown way into the outside wall. Trent Eberhart also involved with that one. EMTs and the safety crew very, very quickly to Bradley Brown's. Stricken, number 19A. Report from trackside is that Bradley Brown is alert and talking to the EMTs. Fantastic news so far from down there at trackside. Two weeks in a row now, Bradley Brown has gone for absolutely wild rides. 1 week ago, it was the 600 down into the turn one catch fence. Tonight, the 270 spiraling into the backstretch catch fencing. Looks like there may be some repair work needed on the catch fencing down the back straightaway. Red flag will be displayed and all the cars will be taken to the work area between turn 3 and 4 and the garage building. For those of you that are watching on the live stream, we're going to go to a commercial break now. We will come back here in just a couple of minutes with an update on Bradley Brown's condition. You are watching Race Night at the Clyde on the National Racing Network.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
At 600cc Performance, our roots run deep in CC racing. A leader in fuel injection, dyno tuning, wiring, and diagnostics. With over 15 years of experience in building and tuning, you can count on us to get you to the winner's circle. Whether it is diagnostics, sales, or service, 600cc Performance is your source for everything CC racing. Find out more at 600ccperformance.com. If there's one thing every car guy hates, it's cleaning the garage. Do you want to take most of the time and hassle out of that job? Then call Zone Garage of Eastern Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Agnes and her crew will have your garage, shop, basement, or even your porch looking great all the time. With unique patterns and designs, plus the ability to incorporate your logo or any artwork, your space will never have looked better. Installation is done in 1 day, guaranteed, and Zone Garage offers a 20-year warranty on the top coat. Their coatings are durable, anti-slipped, and impact resistant. Give them a call at 570-856-6067. That's 570-856-6067 for Zone Garage of Eastern Pennsylvania and New Jersey.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
I've taken 25 selfies in the last 10 minutes.
26.
Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
All right, everybody, welcome back to those of you who are watching on the broadcast. Bradley Brown getting out of the race car under his own power. Thumbs up from the EMTs. That was a wild, wild ride for Bradley Brown down the back straightaway. Good to see Bradley able to get out of the car. Plan was to extricate him, basically just an abundance of caution, because that was a very, very hard hit into the outside catch fence down the back straightaway. Let's head downstairs to Debbie Splain. She is with TJ Grieve.
Thanks, Chris. Yeah, I'm here with TJ. I talked to him before the race. You had to come off at the beginning here, get your pipe put back on properly, but you're about halfway back up through the field already, making some adjustments here. How does it feel?
Not too bad. I don't know what happened there on that start. Swavely, like he got a good start, and then all of a sudden the car just seemed like it was dead in the water, and I got in the back of him there and almost spun him, and then we got hit from the behind and knocked the pipe a little loose. I got to thank all these guys that came back here. It was like 10 or 15 people jumping all over it and helped me. I think Brent Shear helped the most, so I got to thank those guys for getting me back on the track and giving me an opportunity to do something. We're okay right now. We're trying to make a few little small adjustments, but we'll see what happens. Seems like it's a little bit of a race of attrition right now, so I hope Bradley's all right. That was a nasty one. I seen the end of that. So hopefully he checks out all right, and hopefully everybody else has a safe rest of the race, and we can get this thing over with.
All right, thank you, and good luck with the rest of the race.
All right, thank you.
Here you see Bradley Brown walking off the racetrack under his own power again. Big, big round of applause for Bradley. Ten laps remaining here in tonight's 270 feature. A couple of more big features coming up, including the Sportsman and the Hyper Racing 600s. We're going to go back down pit side to Debbie Splain. She's with Nick Skias.
Right, Nick started 7th up to 4th here. Have a good run going. You just mentioned you didn't make any changes. Do you have what it takes tonight?
I think we're fast. We're kind of moving around the track, searching a little bit here and there, but I think we're good enough to make a run at it.
All right, well, thank you and good luck.
Thank you.
Back up to you, Chris.
Thank you, Debbie. They're going to have to get all the race cars pushed back out and then push started again. Once they're able to get Bradley Brown's car off the racetrack, looks like they're also still attending to Bradley a little bit off the back of the racetrack as well. See, the lights on the racetrack have turned back to yellow, so we're going to get back to racing here in just a moment. They're going to push the cars back off and on to the racetrack. Mike Rutherford will be your race leader at the restart. Mike Urich will restart in the second position. Heath Hanley will restart third. Fourth will be Nick Skias. Fifth, the 92 with Jason Swavely. Sixth will be the 5A of Anthony Yerger. Followed by Pete Skias, Danny Lane Jr., Mike Miller, Trent Eberhardt, TJ Grieve, Jesse Maurer, Mike Skias, Andrew Dietrich, Todd J. Adams, Aiden Sfonda, Christy Swigert, and Dave Labe. Out of the race, Bradley Brown will finish in the 19th position. 20th is Jonah Mack. 21st to Nate Gibble. 22nd, Austin Graby. 23rd, Johnny West. And rounding out the field, the 22 of Clinton Hauser. Looks like all of the race cars remaining in this 270 feature are out on the Speedway. So they'll get the gate closed and we'll be ready to roll again. TJ Grieve, as you heard Debbie say, had his issues a little bit earlier in the race. TJ now going to be up to the 11th position. Hearing from the track safety team that Bradley Brown has requested a ride to a local hospital just to get checked out. But that is coming from Bradley himself, so green flag back in the air. We're racing again. 10 laps to go. Rutherford, he gets a great start. Hanley down to the inside of Urich into one. Urich chops him off. Hanley going to stay right with him. Nick Skias all over the back of Urich as well. Hanley to the inside. He's going to pick up second. Here comes Nick Skias flying to the outside. Urich back to fourth. Skias getting it wound up around the outside. He's going to come after Heath Hanley for second. Hanley slides up the racetrack. Skias not close enough to make the dive to the inside. Here comes Jason Swavely, trying to get to the outside of Urich. Now he's going to try the slider in turns 1 and 2. He'll get the pass made. Anthony Yerger going to come to the outside of the 11. Battle for second. Skias high. New second place. Nick Skias. Hanley fights back to the inside in 1 and 2. Trouble for Jason Swavely. He's going to slow up against the outside retaining wall. We'll see if he's going to be able to keep moving long enough to get to the infield. Caution flag is out, yellow on the Speedway for Jason Swavely, who's going to come to a stop outside of turn number 3. This is caution number 6 on the race, so it's going to be a single file restart one way or the other because we're down to lap number 20, so we're 5 laps remaining. Single file restart will have Mike Rutherford at the front of the field. He had a 1-second lead over Nick Skias. Heath Hanley third, Anthony Yerger fourth, Mike Urich rounding out the top 5. Field's ready to go green. Swavely already off the racetrack. Green flag back in the air. Rutherford got a good start. Skias right there on the tail tank. He's going to try the slider in 1 and 2. Rutherford crosses them back over down the back straightaway. Here comes Yerger looking to the inside of Hanley. He's going to pick up third. Skias, he's going after the slider again in 1 and 2. Rutherford with a big cross back. 4 laps to go. Make it 3 this time by. Skias on the tail tank of Rutherford. Lost a little bit of ground that time off at turn number 2. 2 to go this time by. Anthony Yerger around the outside of Heath Hanley for third. Danny Lane around the outside of Jesse Maurer for ninth. Rutherford catfish in the bottom. 1 lap to go. Mike Rutherford, your race leader, down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. He'll be off the corner and he'll see the twin checkers. Mike Rutherford gets his 2nd win in a row in the 270s. Nick Skias will come home 2nd. Anthony Yerger 3rd. Heath Hanley 4th. And Pete Skias will round out the top 5. Down here for the 2nd week in a row with 270 feature winner Mike Rutherford. Mike, the first thing we got to ask is what kind of goes through your head when you're out of the car? Does it shake you at all as a driver?
Unfortunately, I've had the experience of seeing a few guys had some pretty tough wrecks. We were all real glad that Bradley's okay. Unfortunately, it's part of the game, but nice to see him get out of the car. We had a much better starting spot this week, certainly the advantage of that. Nick looked like he was pretty racy there. I was waiting for somebody to throw a slider on a restart, and he didn't disappoint. And he kind of followed me in a lane off the top there with like 2 to go and kind of gave us a chance to gap him going down the backstretch. And from there, it was just keeping the car straight and holding on.
Mike Urich was really quick out front in the 11 as well. But ultimately, I don't know that anybody had the speed to get past this car tonight.
Well, I mean, that's our job, try and go as good as we can. But, yeah, Mike ran a great race.
I was searching around trying to find something there, and the top was a little too jerky to get a run there, and he was really good on the bottom, and I don't know if he missed a shift coming off of 2 or what happened there, but we got up inside him and got a run and got the lead, and from there up until that restart, it was kind of smooth sailing.
All right, Mike, congratulations. Who do you got to thank?
Got to thank Ken and Tony Care. They give me an awesome car each and every week. My girlfriend Nicole, just everybody involved with this deal.
All right, Mike, congratulations. Good luck in the 600s. We're going to roll out the Sportsman now. We'll pass things off to Debbie Splain. She's going to start the early grid walk.
We're going to start off the grid walk here with Patrick Kern. Patrick, you had a good run last week, finished 3rd. Starting 7th tonight. How do you feel going in this feature?
I feel good. I'm hoping the car runs great, and I hope we have a good race.
All right, well, thank you, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Make my way back here to Shannon. Shannon, this is your rookie season in the Sportsman class. Had some pretty good runs going. How do you feel tonight?
I feel pretty good. Starting 16th, I think.
All right, well, thank you, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
And I'm going to do one more here with Chelsea Moore. Chelsea, you ran the 600 class last year, moved down to the Sportsman this year. How do you like the Sportsman class?
I really like it. It's a lot easier for me. I can't run with the 600 guys. They're pros, and I'm still a rookie, so I feel like I have a better shot in having a good race and a good year in the Sportsman.
All right, well, thank you, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Back up to you, Chris.
All right, everybody, let's get you the starting lineup for tonight's Sportsman feature. Starting in row number 12, starting in the 24th position, the 8 of Michael Spadafora. 23rd, the 79 ESSA Mike Stopper Jr. Row Row number 11, the 22S of Brett Scully rolls off 22nd, the 21st position, the 9G of Jamie Flickinger. Row number 10, the 13B of Matt Yo and the 99K of Chad Kreiser will start 20th and 19th. 18th, the 19M of Max Fosnot and the 22J of Raymond Olinger. 53S of Shannon Slaughter rolls off 16th, the 14M of Chelsea Moore 15th. 14th to the 15 of Robert Shanneman. 13th will be the 30 of Ryan Heckman. 21V of David Ravel will start 12th, and the 13S of Charles Hellinger will roll off in the 11th position. 10th to the 26 of Corey Schmuck Jr. and Jason Swavely in the 14 will roll off in the 9th position. Starting 8th, the 77 of Mike Kreiser and the 16P of Patrick Kern will start 7th in row number 4. Row 3, the 11G and 8 Gibble start 6th. To his inside, the 5 of Brett Cronrath rolls off in position number 5. Row number 2 will have the 21 of Toby Blumenshine starting in 4th, and the 10Z of Brian Shawley in 3rd. And on the front row, the 22 of Clinton Hauser and the 23K of Courtney Cupp with her first career pole here at the Clyde. 10 was the inversion pill. So Corey Schmuck Jr. and Jason Swavely would have been on the front row heads up. With the inversion, Courtney Cupp and Clinton Hauser will lead the field to green. Field making their way down the back straightaway. Green flag in the air. We are racing in the Sportsman. Mike Kreiser got shuffled out just a little bit. 26 of Corey Schmuck comes around Kreiser. He slides high. Kreiser fights back inside. Clinton Hauser going to be the race leader after lap number 1. Cup runs second. Brian Shawley third. Blumenshine fourth. Patrick Kern the top 5. Here comes Brett Cronrath up to the outside. Tried to get to the outside of Jason Swavely going into 3. Trouble. One car stopped inside down on the back straightaway. That's going to be the number 8 of Michael Spadafora. Field getting the call to start doubling up, hearing that the lineup is good. 2 laps in the books. Clinton Hauser still the race leader. Courtney Cupp going to restart to the outside. Shawley and Blumenshine going to make up row 2. Kern and Swavely in row number 3. Keep your eye on that 5 of Brett Cronrath. Restarting in position number 7. That car very aggressive to the outside. We'll see what he's able to do. Green flag back in the air. Cupp does not get the good start. Shawley comes around. Blumenshine to the outside. Kern thought about going inside into 1. They're 3 wide coming off the corner. Here's Blumenshine way to the outside. He's going to pick up 3rd. Swavely down to the inside. Courtney Cupp in the middle of a hornet's nest going into 1. Blumenshine to the outside. Now Kern dives to the inside. Clinton Hauser still the race leader, just set the fastest lap of the race. Shawley running in 2nd, but the gap grows. Swavely running in the 3rd position. He's closed the gap down to just a handful of cars. Big hit down the backstretch. 1 car going over wildly again. 4 laps in the books. Another very, very big hit down the back straightaway. The 16P of Patrick Kern involved, the 11G of Nate Gibble, 13S of Charles Hellinger, the 99K of Chad Kreiser, all getting a piece of this. Kreiser out of the race into the infield. There's Hellinger in the orange Viper chassis lettered, number 13. He's going to head back out onto the Speedway. Couple of cars still stopped on the back straightaway. The 99K of Chad Kreiser going to be pushed off the Speedway. 16P of Patrick Kern stopped in the infield. He'll get the push off as well. That's the 11G of Nate Gibble. Going up on the hook. Good to see Nate on the front of the four-wheeler. That, again, was a very, very hard hit. Hearing the 15 of Robert Shanaman, also going to have to depart the racetrack. The right side Nerf bar off of that race car. So that'll be the end of the night for Robert Shanaman. He was running in the 12th position. Shanaman had started 14th. Jason Swavely running in the inside of row number 2. He started in the 9th position. He's worked his way up to 3rd. That number 14 car, very, very good tonight. Field's gotten the 1-to-go signal. We're going back to green. 21 laps remaining here in the Sportsman, and the Hyper Racing 600s are coming up after this one. Green flag in the air. Shawley tried to get inside on the 14. Did not work. Swavely up to the outside. He's around Shawley. Little bit of contact back in the field. Swavely going to work on your race leader, Clinton Hauser. The gap was 2/10 the last time by. Corey Schmuck Jr. all over the back of Brian Shawley. Blumenschein back to 5th. Courtney Cup up against the outside wall in turns 3 and 4. She's able to continue. Mike Kreiser slicing his way up through the field, but the best battle on the racetrack going to be right here at the front. Jason Swavely sets the fastest lap of the race. Thought about looking inside of Hauser in 1 and 2. He will look inside of 3 and 4. Almost making contact down the straightaway. Swavely going to slide up in front. New race leader, Jason Swavely. Swavely, the race leader. Clinton Hauser second. Shawley still third. Corey Schmuck Jr. up on his back bumper. Little bit of contact deep in the field between Shannon Slaughter and Courtney Cup. Slaughter pulls it off into the infield. Her race is going to be done. Swavely got past Hauser and is checked out. The gap's up to 0.8 of a second now, and the race leader is entering lap traffic. Swavely clearing cars left and right down the back straightaway. Got a little bit of side-by-side traffic in front of him. Oh, he's going to force it 3 wide off the corner. What a pass by Jason Swavely just prior to the halfway point. Swavely, the race leader, across the start-finish line. Trouble, Corey Schmuck Jr. goes around in turn 4. Trouble on the racetrack. Corey Schmuck Jr. was running in the 4th position. He spins off of turn 4. At a minimum, he's going to have to head to the back of the field. $11 laps of green flag racing in the books. That time between caution flags. Jason Swavely started in the 9th position. He's now up to the race lead. Clinton Hauser started 2nd, running 2nd. Brian Shawley started 3rd, runs 3rd. Toby Blumenshine started 4th, runs 4th. Mike Kreiser started in the 8th position. He's going to round out the top 5 when we come back to the restart. Just getting the field lined up now. We are halfway home, 13 down, 12 laps remaining. Only 2 cars had crossed the line before the caution. Jason Swavely with a 1.7 second lead over Clinton Hauser. Field starting to get doubled up at the front. Swavely and Hauser are going to make up row number 1. Shawley and Blumenshine in row 2. Kreiser and Cronrath in row 3. Flickinger Cup in row 4. Heckman and Hellinger in row number 5. Now's a good time to give the video a like and a share if you're watching on the live stream. We appreciate it. If you're on YouTube, ring the bell. You'll know when we go live. The lights are out. We're ready to go back to green. Jason Swavely, that number 14, has been very, very good all night here in the 270s. Green flag comes back out. Swavely got the good jump. Hauser going to hold on to second. Blumenshine trying to get it wound up on the outside. Scholle showed him just enough right rear to get him on the binders. They're going to go 3 wide down into turn 1. Kreiser looks inside of Scholle. Caution flag is out. Yellow, yellow. Big flip at the back of the field. Dave Ravel in the 21V going over hard in turn 4. .14 laps in the books. The 53S, the Shannon Slaughter, going to get pushed off the racetrack. The 21V of Dave Ravel is on the hook and will get the tow off the speedway. Field's going to get doubled up. They are not going to tow off the 21V. They'll leave that one for after the race. 14 laps in the books. 15 minutes of the time limit has expired. One way or the other, we're halfway home here in the Sportsman feature. Swavely and Hauser still going to make up the front row. Scholle and Blumenshine on row 2. Kreiser and Flickinger row 3. Cronrath and Cup in row 4. Corey Schmuck Jr. and Charles Hellinger in row number 5. Green flag back in the air. Swavely got the good jump. Scholle going to follow him through to the inside. Kreiser looking inside of Hauser down into turn 1. Here comes Blumenshine to the outside. He thought about going up the middle. Now he's going to think about going to the high side. Caution flag is out. Big flip in turn 2. Vieta Michael Spadafora goes over. 5 10s, and the Russian judge gave him a 9 for the landing. Comes down on all 4s. That car may be done for the night. We'll see if he's going to try to fire it back up. The wing has some pretty heavy damage. Look, maybe even the wing tree that's damaged there. Still 14 laps in the books. That's the second caution flag of the race for the number 8. He's going to push into the infield and his race will be done. Michael Spadafora is going to finish in the 18th position. Single file restart. We're ready to roll. Green flag is out. What a start by Jason Swavely. Oh, Cronrath goes around. Schmuck's involved. He tips it over. Yellow flag is out again. Cars involved in that one. Corey Schmuck Jr., Brett Cronrath, and the 22S of Brett Scholle. Second time The 26 has been involved in an incident, and we've only scored 1 lap between them. Schmuck had gone to the back, was back up to the 9th position because of the other incidents. Now Corey's on strike number 2. Once again, going to be a single file restart. Still 14 laps down, 11 laps to go. We're down to 10 minutes left in this feature. Field's gotten the 1 to go. We are ready to go green. Swavely leads the field down the backstretch into the start zone. Green flags in the air. He's going to be the leader off of turn 4. Blumenschein looks to the inside of Scholle. Not close enough. Oh, but what a drive off the corner by Toby. He's going to pick up 3rd. Going to work now on Clinton Hauser. Hauser breaks. Blumenschein gets into the back of him. How did they keep these cars going? Caution flag is out. Blumenschein did not appear to stop. Clinton Hauser does come to a stop. He drove through the infield. He's to the exit. Basically pointed at the exit gate in that black, silver, and orange number 22. Heads up driving by Toby Blumenschein to keep that car running. He's going to, instead of having to go to the back for stopping under the caution, Blumenschein is going to restart in 3rd. Again, no laps scored. This is our 4th caution flag on lap number 14. Field's gotten the signal. They're going green. Fields in the start zone. Green flags back in the air. We are underway again. Again, a great start by Swavely. Scholle not able to stay on his back bumper. Blumenschein looks to the inside. Chrysler thinking about going outside. Toby just not close enough to make the move. He is right there on the tail tank, though. We've gotten a lap in the books. 15 down, 10 to go. Now make it 9 to go this time by Jason Swavely. Just set the fastest lap of the race. Scholle, Blumenschein, Chrysler running nose to tail. How about Corey Schmuck Jr. flying up to the inside? He gets around Courtney Cup and Brett Cronrath. 17 down. Corey Schmuck's back up to 6th. At the front of the field, there is no catching Jason Swavely. 2.2 seconds up on Brian Scholle. One spinning into the infield. He's able to catch it. Nice save by the 79S of Mike Stopper Jr. We're down to 6, now 5 laps to go. Swavely in lap traffic, but Shawley just not getting anywhere close to catching up. Going to be 4 to go this time by for the Rocket Man from Fleetwood. Shawley runs second. He comes across the line 2.1 seconds back. It's another second back to Blumenstein in third. Trouble for the 22S. He pulls off the Speedway. He's going to be able to get into the infield. We should stay green. Two to go for race leader Jason Swavely. He's already off of turn number 4. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go. Swavely off of turn number 2, clean and green. Fighting for position a little bit further back in the pack. Checkered flag in the air. Give the win to Jason Swavely. Brian Shawley going to come home second. Blumenstein third, Kreiser fourth. Fantastic recovery for Corey Schmuck Jr. He's going to finish in 5th. We're going to do the Victory Lane interview after the 600 feature. We want to make sure we get that one in. Let's head downstairs to Debbie Splain for the very, very quick grid walk.
Thanks, Chris. I'm down here with Tyler. Tyler, you had a tough run a couple weeks ago last time we were here, and I remember you telling me you weren't going to probably make it back this year, but I know a lot of work went into putting this car together to get here today. So how do you feel tonight?
Yeah, about noon time yesterday, this car was bare frame, so we had to really get after it yesterday and last night and tomorrow to build this thing, and we're starting on the pole tonight, so I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little nervous.
All right, well, thank you and good luck.
Thank you.
Back up to you, Chris.
Thank you, Debbie. Field pulling out now. They're going to get gridded up for the 600 feature. Let's get you the starting lineup. Starting in the 23rd position, all alone in row number 12 will be the 75K of Jared Kunkel. Row number 11 will have the 1 of Willer Kuski rolling off in 22nd, and the 39 of Olivia Thayer in 21st. 20th, the 17 of Brent Ely. 19th, the 16S of Brianne Whitmer. The 11H of Holden Ekman rolls off 18th. The 51 of Chris Gerhardt in the 17th position. 16th, the 22A of Adriana Delaponte, and the 71 of Brian Kramer will roll off in 15th position. The 3 of Jesse Maurer starts 14th. Toby Blumenstein in the 21 will roll off in the 13th position. 75 of Mark Yoder will roll off 12th. The 23 of Bradley Brown was scheduled to start 11th. Bradley en route to a local hospital after the crash in the 270s. We will do our best to give you an update if we hear any information from Bradley or his family. The 4S of Johnny Smith will roll off 10th. The 22 of Ash Ely starts in the 9th position. The 1E of Aaron Espenshade 8th. The 7th, starting in 7th, will be the number 9 of Nick Skias. The 2SX of Mikey Smith will roll off 6th. The 2S of Mike Rutherford starts in the 5th position. Starting 4th, the 5 of Heath Hanley. And in 3rd, the 11Z of Zach Light. Starting 2nd, the 3G of Jesse Snyder. And on the pole, the 42U of Tyler Ulrich. We are going to have to wait just a moment for the 21 of Toby Blumenstein. He just finished the Sportsman race. So he's going to have to quickly strap into the 600. 22 cars lined up on the front straightaway, just waiting for that one of Toby Blumenshine to get strapped in, and we will be ready to roll. And again, that 23 machine of Bradley Brown will be a scratch out of the 11th position. Field now fully assembled here on the front straightaway. It is time for the command. Drivers, start your engines. Due to the time constraints tonight, going to be no 4-wide wave lap on this one. Field's going to get, well, stay doubled up and be ready to roll here. Ladies and gentlemen, you can forget about the rest. You're looking at the very best, and we've got them, well, 2 abreast. You won't have to wait. The ground's about to shake as the Hyper Racing 600s get set to go side by side and 3 wide at the Clyde. It's feature time at Lanco. Good start for Ulrich at the front of the field. He's going to be the race leader. Big slider there off of turn number 2. Here comes Hanley, going to throw the slider in 3 and 4. Hanley up to second. That's the 3G of Jesse Snyder. He's going to fall back to 3rd position. Zach Light runs in 4th. Rutherford and Skias trying to get to the inside of the 2SX of Mikey Smith. Skias still down inside. Rutherford loses a little bit of the bike down on the bottom of the corner. Skias trying to make that bottom come in. Just not happening yet. At the front of the field, Ulrich. He has a 0.6 of a second lead over Heath Hanley. They're throwing haymakers all over the place. Back for 5th position. Smith slides up in front of the 4S of John Smith. Nick Skias looks to the inside. Oh, the 4S up into the outside wall. He keeps his foot in it. Nice piece of driving there. 5 laps in the books. Top 5 pretty well single file now. In fact, most of the field, first side-by-side battle we're going to get, it's going to be the 75 of Mark Yoder and the 3 of Jesse Maurer back for 12th position. That battle starts to calm down just a little bit. Same thing, Snyder trying to make it work down low. Oh, big bobble out of the 4S. Here comes Nash Ely headed to the front. Big slider on Rutherford in 3 and 4. 8 laps down, 16 laps remaining. They're still throwing haymakers at the back of the field. Ely throws the big one on John Smith. He's going to be able to hold on to the spot down the back straightaway. Race leader already catching lap traffic. He's going to put the big slider on Olivia Thayer. Heath Hanley right there. Only 1 car length in between, and that's Thayer. Hanley looks to the inside. Ulrich able to gap him back out down the back straightaway. Good battle developing here for the race lead. Ulrich now comes around Adriana De La Ponte down the front straightaway. Hanley able to get outside. Mikey Smith in the 2SX, that pink and black car. He's able to hold on to 3rd. Zach Light runs 4th. Jesse Snyder in 5th. Just behind Snyder, the 9 of Nick Skias, and a side-by-side battle between Nash Ely and Mike Rutherford. Caution flag is out. 1 car stopped inside of turn 2. That's Holden Ekman. 14 laps in the books. We're already halfway home. Take a look at some of the drivers and where they've started, where they came from. Tyler Ulrich started from pole and has led every lap so far. Jesse Snyder started in the second position. He now runs fifth. Heath Hanley from fourth to second. Mikey Smith running in the third position. He started sixth. Nick Skias, who currently runs in the sixth position, started seventh. Nash Ely, who runs seventh, started ninth. So a little bit of forward movement from some drivers. Mike Rutherford started in the fifth position. He's fallen back to eighth. Spirited battle between John Smith, Mike Rutherford, and Nash Ely. With this being the first caution of the race, it's going to be a double file restart. While they get the field set, want to say one more big thank you to everybody who helped make the Race Chasing for Drivers and Fans Award program possible here tonight. $25 a piece to these drivers going out courtesy of Marley Floor Care, Nocera Stoneworks, Kim's Creations, the National Racing Network, Ron Groff Trucking, Kenny Groff Trucking, Clyde Martin Memorial Speedway, and Mike Knappenberger Photos. Also, a big thank you to Meshi Motorsports and Olivia Thayer for their toy donations for Kids Club and the big Kids Night festivities we had here. What a great night for all the kids here at the Clyde field, making their way through turns 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, lights are out. We're ready to go back to green. Smith thought about trying to get inside of Hanley. Thinks better of it. Here comes Nick Skias in the 9. He's all over the back bumper. Slide jump for the lead, turn 4. New race leader, Heath Hanley. Tyler Ulrich going to return the favor in turns 1 and 2. Hanley crosses the back over, builds up the momentum. He's going to be the race leader. Mikey Smith throws the big slider on Ulrich. Drag race now for second down into turn 1. Give that spot to Mikey Smith in the 2SX. Here comes Zach Light. He's going to throw the big slider. What a pass by Zach Light. Nick Skias going to do it again in turns 1 and 2. Slide Job City here at the Clyde. Skias all over the back bumper of Ulrich in the 42. Rutherford down to the inside. That's going to be the best battle on the racetrack. Heath Hanley is checking out at the front of the field. The gap now up to 0.8 of a second. We're down to 6 laps remaining. Hanley across the start-finish line. Big slider out of Skias on Ulrich. Zach Light runs third. Ulrich may be holding up the 9 just a little bit. Here comes Nash Ely with a big slider on Brian Kramer. Kramer runs in the 7th position. Ely runs 8th. Oh, they almost make contact off at 2. 3 laps to go here in the Hyper Racing 600s. Your race leader, Heath Hanley, clean and green down the back straightaway. Big slider by Mikey Smith to get by Olivia Thayer, the lap car at the back of the field. We're down to 2 to go. Hanley off at turn 4. He'll see the white flag this time by, looking for win number 2 on the season. Clean down the back straightaway. In fact, he's going to open up the gap through turns 3 and 4. Checkered flag in the air. Heath Hanley gets his 2nd win of the season. Nice run for Mikey Smith in the 2SX. He's going to come home 2nd. How about the 11Z of Zach Light? 1 week ago, Zach Light ended his race in the catch fence in turn 3. Tonight, he brings it home in 3rd. Nice run there for the 11Z. Tyler Ulrich started on the pole, led most of the race, but he's going to come home in the 4th position, and a nice run for Nick Skias to round out your top 5. How about that one? 22 cars started the race. 22 cars are going to finish. And 17 of them are going to do it on the lead lap. That's how you get the job done there by the Hyper Racing 600s. We'll head downstairs for a couple of Victory Lane interviews with Heath Hanley and Jason Swavely. We'll get Jason pushed back out here in the Sportsman. And once Heath completes the mandatory rev check, we'll talk to him in Victory Lane as well. Get our Victory Lane interview rolling here with Hyper Racing 600 feature winner Heath Hanley. This thing once again looked really, really good, but you weren't starting all the way up front like we saw you a couple of weeks ago.
Well, fourth isn't too far back, so it wasn't super accomplishment, but we do have it rolling around now. I knew after last week what we found, and I knew we'd be better, and we are. So I expect us to be up front here for a while because the car's real good. Chris has done a real good job. The sponsors, Dartman Erosion Control, he's here tonight. Ames Construction, Mark Yoder, he's here. Hyper Racing, Spar Racing Engines, whoever else I forgot. But it's awesome. They got the car rolling nice.
Got to be a big confidence boost as you head into the rest of the season, knowing this thing looks this good, especially after the issues you had early in the season.
Yeah, it is. It's a matter of time. We've been around. Both of us have been around a ton, so we're gonna figure it out. It might take a couple weeks, and I'm sure we'll hit another snag here coming up. It's a momentum game, but we'll take it while it's going.
All right, Heath, congratulations on the win again tonight. Swing down here. Not often we get to talk to this guy, and he's in the tank top and shorts here. Jason, heck of a run in the 14 here tonight.
Yeah, the thing was definitely on a rail. Got to thank Anthony. Kind of put his motor into my car, changed a couple different things just to see if we can get any better, and I definitely think we found something. She was definitely on a rail.
One of those kind of fun nights all the way around when you get to run. Even the 92 was quick here tonight as well.
It was kind of felt like a pinball in that a little bit. I got bounced around a little bit, but we ended up blowing up in that. But we came back and won this.
All right, Jason, congratulations. Who else you got to thank?
I got to thank everybody that helps me, my family, Nick, Anthony, Pete. I guess my boys left already, so they can't get their pictures taken with me. But I got to just thank everybody that's a part of it.
All right, Jason, congratulations on the win this week. We'll bring this sticker down for you. With that, we're going to wrap up the coverage for tonight from race night at the Clyde on Kids Night. Thank you to everybody who came out Whole lot of kids still in the building here, so thank you, and hopefully the sugar coma wears off after a while. We will see you all next week. Thank you for joining us, everybody, on the live stream as well. Have a safe drive home. We'll talk to you soon. Have a good night.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
At 600cc Performance, our roots run deep in CC racing. A leader in fuel injection, dyno tuning, wiring, and diagnostics. With over 15 years of experience in building and tuning, you can count on us to get you to the winner's circle. Whether it is diagnostics, sales, or service, 600cc Performance is your source for everything CC racing. Find out more at 600ccperformance.com.
If there's one thing every car guy hates, it's cleaning the garage. Do you want to take most of the time and hassle out of that job? Then call Zone Garage of Eastern Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Agnes and her crew will have your garage, shop, basement, or even your porch looking great all the time. With unique patterns and designs, plus the ability to incorporate your logo or any artwork, your space will never have looked better. Installation is done in 1 day, guaranteed, and Zone Garage offers a 20-year warranty on the top coat. Their coatings are durable, anti-slipped, and impact resistant. Give them a call at 570-856-6067. That's 570-856-6067 for Zone Garage of Eastern Pennsylvania and New Jersey.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
I've taken 25 selfies in the last 10 minutes.
26.
Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.